my cute little internet friends, and welcome back to my channel. Oh, you guys, today we have so much to discuss. This is more of like a sit down chat video, but I have some clothes that I'm going to show you. But I felt like this video is super important to do because last week, if you missed it, I put up a collab with Sierra that is so fun, and I just love doing those videos with her. But I was struck, or rather maybe even affected by some of the comments, and I felt like I've been thinking about them since I read them, which is never a good sign, and it felt important to make this video, not only for me to express my feelings about those particular comments and address those, but also for everyone out there that struggles with either people feeling the need to tell you what you are and who you are and what size you are, but also if you are like in a store and you go to reach for your normal size and it doesn't fit and you're so thrown off and you go down a spiral of self-hate and self-doubt, all that's what I kind of want to address today. Of course, we will do it in a light, fun way because I can't take anything too seriously because life is just too crazy and too short for that. But I do think that this is an important topic that we must cover. So with that, let's do it. So like I said, last week I posted a collab with Sierra where we did a size 2 and size 14 try-on same outfits from different places. On her channel, we did an H&M one, and on my channel, we did an ASOS one. ASOS, people got mad about how I said it, whatever, ASOS. And I'll leave the links to those below. They're really fun, and I just, like I said, love doing those with her. But the comments that I saw that triggered me into this spiral of thought was about my size. A lot of people seemed to be upset about the fact that I am claiming to be a size 2 now, whereas when I started with Sierra, the videos were titled size 4 and size 12. She ended up, over the course of our time working together, going up a size, and I have ended up going down a size, and people seem to be so upset by that, which is just like a crazy statement to make in general, that someone would actually care. But I'm putting myself out there online. I understand what I'm in store for. People love to make judgments and feel like we have this personal connection, and they have the right to do that. So I'm not, you know, totally clueless into like what I am doing here, but it definitely upset me. There were comments like, Lisa needs to really accept the fact that she's more of a 4 or a 6, or like, I don't think she's actually a 2, like why is she trying to be a 2, and things along those lines, which honestly were hurtful. And I try not to take anything too personally, but for some reason that just triggered me because I am a human and I am a woman who has always been watching my weight and always affected by what other people think about me, as much as I like to pretend like I'm not. So I found those very troubling, and it definitely affected the way I looked in the mirror at myself. And again, this is all relative. I know some of you might be like, well, boo-hoo, like who cares if you're a size 4 and you're claiming you're a 2, like that's still small. And yes, that's totally correct, but it's all relative, right? Like it would be the same thing as if I was a 10 and people were saying like, get over yourself, you're really a 12. It's just this idea that people are trying to tell me I am something that I don't think I am, right? And that's really difficult to wrap my head around. And so I thought today I would show you, not show you like I really am a size 2. And oh, by the way, I have gone on like a fitness journey, and I made a whole video about that. I'll leave that link above and below as well. I have really increased my fitness workout, which is why in fact I am going down in size. But that's a whole nother story. You can go check that out. I am doing it in a very healthy way, and I'm doing it for what I think are healthy reasons. That's that. But the point of this is to say, if you are struggling with this and you are having size problems, and either someone's telling you you're one thing, or you can't wrap your head around the fact that sometimes you're one thing or something, guys, stores across the board size things completely differently from one another. And on top of that, even within a store, sometimes a small or a singular size will be completely different in one item than in the other. So I am here to tell you, f sizes and f labels and f whatever people are trying to tell you you are. It is individual not only to the person, but to the store, and even beyond that, to the item of clothing, right? Even with like some pants, which I guess I didn't do, which I should have done. Damn it, Lisa. Some pants, like I will go to Free People and I will get a pant in a 24, and I like it so much that I want to get it in another color, and I get the other color in the same exact size, same exact cut, but it doesn't fit me because the fabric is somewhat a little bit different because of the way that they have dyed the pant, and so it doesn't fit me, and I get all frustrated and I have to go up a size, okay? So that's kind of what I'm here to tell you today, and in fact, I am technically a 24 waist, which technically does put me at a small, sometimes an extra small. So in Sierra's video, she did an H&M video, and I was unsure how my sizes stacked up to H&M. She ended up getting me extra smalls in everything across the board. And as we learned, I am not an extra small in all items at H&M. In other stores like Abercrombie, which is, I would think is like a teen type store, I am in fact an extra small in shirts, but at H&M I learned I am not. Here is the extra small mock neck t-shirt that I tried on in the H&M video that Sierra had purchased for me. This is in an extra small. And then actually I used this one in the thumbnail because it makes better sense to do a comparison of the blacks. It just makes for a better thumbnail. But here is the same kind of shirt. It's like literally described as the same. It is a mock neck t-shirt. It's almost similar in fabric, but this is the extra small from Abercrombie. Can you see how vastly different the sizing is, even though both claim to be an extra small? I actually ended up ordering a small in the black one. I can't remember why I did that. They might have been out, and you could see a little bit of a difference. Actually, this one looks bigger. The difference is so minimal, which again is like the difference between a small and an extra small. It's so confusing. But my point of this is what us up so much, and this is what drives people in the comment section to be like, Lisa's not an extra small, but I'm totally an extra small at Abercrombie. Do you get where I'm going with this? Sorry, the air conditioning just kicked on, but it's so hot in here, so we're gonna have to go with it. I'm gonna show you a few more of these just to really drive the point home, and also maybe make you think twice before being so quick to judge someone else and to tell them what you think they need to know. So these shirts were described as a cropped boxy tee. This was from Boohoo. Boohoo? Yeah, Boohoo. I did it for a video, and I love this shirt. It's super cute. I have to wear it with high-waisted pants because it's super cropped and super short. This is from one of my favorite companies, Richer or Poorer, which I'll leave a link to them below if I haven't linked to them before. I haven't done like a full video about them, but they have great basics, and I just love them, and I love their socks. But this was described exactly as the same, and both of them are smalls, and they are completely different in size, as you can see. It's hard to tell with the blacks, but completely different. They fit completely different, even though they are the same size and were described exactly the same. This starts to get very complicated for your psyche if you aren't aware that this is how the fashion world works. It's so much easier for us to put the blame on ourselves. I feel like I do that all the time. It's always something wrong with me. It's not anything else. Like, I always take the blame, but I'm here again to remind you that that's just not the case. It is the clothes, it is the companies, it is the cuts, etc. and etc. So for people out there who like to go online and troll other people and tell them that they're not wearing the right size, you really need to stop that, because that is damaging. It was damaging to me, and I am a grown adult who has a pretty decent head on her shoulders. A giant head, I have a really big head, but a decent head on her shoulders. Do you know what I'm saying? Here's another H&M example. This was in Sierra's video, and this is an extra small striped t-shirt. Granted, it is a stretchy material, but Sierra got the extra large and it was pretty loose on her, but this was relatively tight on me, which again, the sizing there is all over the map. But here is a striped tee from Target, also in an extra small. And you can see a significant difference in how narrow the H&M one is compared to the Target one. And yes, these are different cuts, so this isn't the best example, but again, sometimes you're just not the same size across the board. And as it turns out, I actually like the tighter fit on this extra small, but if I was in the store and I was trying to find something equivalent to this t-shirt, I would have definitely sized up. But in the video, we didn't know, so she got me an extra small across the board. Okay, so now in terms of jeans, I am all over the map in jean size. For the most part, I am a 24, right? But at certain stores, in certain styles, I'll go up to a 25. So if you think about that, sometimes a 24 can be considered a small, or like a 2 to 4 is a small, but sometimes it could be considered an extra small, which is where it gets all wishy-washy when you go online to online shop, which is why I love making these online shopping videos, because it gives you a sense of how the sizing works at each individual stores. That's all to say, these two pairs of jeans fit me very, very similarly. Like if I put them on, they look pretty similar. However, these are the Madewell ones, and I got these in a 25, and these, my friends, are my new favorite J. Crew jeans that I got in a 24, and again, they fit very similarly, and they both fit. And what's even crazier, my friends, is that the ones in the front, which look smaller than the ones in the back, are actually the bigger ones. The ones in the front are the 25s, and the ones in the back are 24s, and the ones in the back are a little bit wider than the ones in the front. That is a mind, and that could really, really mess you up if you aren't educated, and I don't mean that in a demeaning way, but because nobody's out there telling you that this is all so messed up, and it really can really make you sad. So I'm here to tell you that every store and every cut, everything is so different. So stop judging yourself and stop judging other people. I'm gonna do one more example because this one's fascinating. So we did a video at Madewell. We like went in store on Sierra's channel, and people were so upset because one of the skirts I picked out was way too small on me because I had gotten a 00. Because at Madewell, I am often a 00, which is super weird, but that's just the way that it works. And the reason why I grabbed that 00 skirt is because I have this 00 skirt that fits me perfectly. This is one of my favorite skirts, so I was excited when I tried on that jean skirt in Madewell in the video, which again, there's a playlist below of all the videos Sierra and I did, but people were so upset and they're like, of course it's too small. Why is she so surprised that it's too small? I'm surprised because this fits me perfectly. It's confusing. I'm not out here being like, I'm a 00, so like, why isn't this fitting me? No, I just knew on that brand, that was the size that I was, and then I was pleasantly upset when the jean skirt that was super cute didn't fit me because of this. In the latest H&M video, I tried on this skirt, which fit me perfectly, and this was a size 2, which I guess might be around a 24 waist. But here's an interesting contrast. This is a Madewell skirt that I got in a size 24, and it is larger than the size 2. There's no rhyme or reason to any of this. It's all over the map. So I just wanted to like show you guys such a complete visual so you got an understanding that like it is not you, it is the clothes. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Also, let's talk about weight distribution and the way people's bodies work, right? There's not one kind of body. It's not like, oh, this person's a 2, and if they are a 4, they gain weight in these specific areas, which is if they're a 6, they continue to gain weight in those areas and so on and so forth. Does that make sense? What I'm saying is everyone's body distributes weight differently regardless of what size you are. So I could be a extra small at certain places, or a size 2 or a 24, but I still might look bigger than someone else that wears those same sizes, right? So in the video, I'm so critical of myself. I was watching it back and I was like, I guess I understand why people think that. I carry weight in my arms. Like, that's just where my weight lies. And in the videos, I don't look like a stick figure. So I think people assume someone that wears a size 2 or an extra small should look like this, and that's just not the case. But you can't deny the measurements. Like, that's just who I am. But yes, I carry weight in different places, which is why I need to size up on top, but I'm okay in the waist. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to justify like I am a certain size and like make it known. I'm just trying to prove the point that like everyone's body is completely different and everyone wears different sizes according to that body, and regardless of all of that and what size you are and what size clothes you wear and where you shop and how much money you spend on your shit, all of that is to say we need to be nicer to each other, that we're all beautiful and we're all unique individuals. And again, I get it. I'm on here, you guys, I put myself out here, and it is just one of those things, like if I put myself out here, then I'm putting myself out here for judgment. But I think in the grander scheme of the world, like we just, especially as women, need to support each other and be kinder to each other. I mean, the comments I see, not just about me, but about other people, are brutal. And it's just a terrible, terrible place to be. And it makes me like not want to do this, even though I'm actually really enjoying this whole new like fashion lifestyle brand that I've like entered into, because I think it's so fun and so liberating, and I like representing something a little bit different in this space. And I guess I just felt like I had to make this video. I felt passionate. No, I just felt like this needed to be said because I was personally hurt, but then I was like kind of hurt for everyone else and just for the world in general. I take that stuff really seriously. So I'm out here telling you, you are fabulous regardless of your size, regardless of what this size says, regardless of if you wear sweatpants, which I'm totally wearing and I was gonna show you, but my feet are so asleep because I thought it was a good idea to sit on my feet during this whole entire video. I digress. You're perfect the way you are, and honestly, it's what's inside. And I know that's so cliche, but if you are happy and kind and bright and positive inside, it shines outward, and it doesn't matter what you're wearing. You are beautiful, you are wonderful, and I encourage you to continue to support everyone around you and stop putting out the negativity, because that just perpetuates a hideous cycle, and there's nothing good that comes from that. So I'm sorry if I offended you in any way in that last video or even in this video, but this is who I am. This is what I do, and this is what I stand for. I love you guys. You're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're cute, and stay tuned. Next week, I'll do something a lot lighter. I mean, I definitely am ready to drink some wine and order some Dress Lily, because I recently went on there just to check it out, and I couldn't believe what that website was. There's so much stuff on there, so I'm ready to get my order on. And if you have any other places that you want me to try clothes from or check and see if they're a scam, let me know. I'm all over social media. All that information is below. Let's keep this communication going and this beautiful, wonderful little world that we have, which for the most part, by the way, everyone is so lovely. Those comments were, of course, like just like a small handful in the grand scheme of some really beautiful comments. And continue to support each other down there in those comments. I love seeing when you guys communicate with each other in a beautiful and positive way. All right, that's all. My feet are going to fall off. Gotta go. Love you guys. Bye.